an amazing Chinese pork belly dish that's tangy, salty and sweet. Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's a simply gorgeous day today in Worcestershire. It's summer, the flowers are blooming, everything is absolutely fabulous. My San Marzano tomatoes are almost ripe, along with all the other vegetables we've got in the garden. We've had some nice weather the last couple of weeks. And of course, let's not forget the 5 girls, the chickens, who are very, very happy indeed. They're delivering me some amazing eggs. Anyway, it's time to get in the kitchen, I think, and talk about this amazing Shanghai style braised pork belly dish. It couldn't be simpler, and I promise you the result is quite spectacular. So I'm looking to serve 4 people. I've got pork belly cut into 1-inch dice. I've got some Shaoxing rice wine, or dry sherry if you prefer, both varieties of soy sauce, some garlic, star anise, some ginger, oil, sugar and water. When it comes to the pork belly, try and cut it in a 1-inch dice. It's a good size, it allows for shrinkage. That's the size we want. Leave the rind on if you can. That represents the gelatinous appeal that this dish is quite famous for. It's a huge part of it. Okay, let's get the pork in a pot of water and we're going to cook it for only about 8 to 10 minutes. And the reason for that is exactly there. All those nasty bits on the top, we don't want that in the dish. So those are the impurities. Let's get the pork out of the water into a dish. A nice shiny metal dish I'm using today. And then we're going to get that under the tap because I want to chill. I want to completely cool the pork down and I want to dry it off as well. So once I've popped it in a sieve, I should dry that off with some kitchen towel. Then I'm going to heat up my oil, followed by some sugar. And for a couple of minutes, I'm going to stir fry that. And I'll notice, or you'll notice too, that the sugar's going to turn colour. Once it does, throw in the pork. Now, this bit of the dish is important. You've got to stand there for about 10 minutes, stir frying the pork, and gradually it will turn brown and browner. And you will notice those wonderful little brown charred bits on the edges of our pork pieces. That's the stage we want to get to. Once we've reached that stage, we can go on to the next stage, which involves adding both varieties of soy sauce. In goes the dark variety, followed by the light variety. And then I'm going to pop in the Shaoxing rice wine, a gorgeous star anise with some ginger, and 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. I can't remember how many I put in, followed by water to cover the pork. Just cover the pork and reduce it to a medium simmer. Once you've got that simmer, pop the lid on, and we're going to cook that for an hour. After half an hour, I'm going to give it a stir, and you'll notice that the liquid has reduced. The pork is now peaking above the surface of the liquid. Let's get the lid back on, and the remaining half an hour after that, that's exactly what you'll need to see. You can see we've only got about 4 or 5 tablespoons of juice left at the bottom. We're going to carry on stir frying that until that juice becomes just a couple of tablespoons. And once it has, look at that, it's shiny, it will melt in your mouth. There's only a couple of tablespoons of gorgeous sauce at the bottom. That will be absolutely fantastic. It doesn't need seasoning, it's rich, it's tasty, and it will blow your dinner guests away. That's the dish. How about that? It will serve 4 people. It looks wonderful, it tastes wonderful, and it'll melt in your mouth. I've garnished it with just a few chives. You can use spring onions or sesame seeds, whatever you have by you. But I promise you, this is Shanghai style braised pork belly, and it's quite simply fabulous. I've served it with a few noodles. By all means, serve it with rice, but it's really wonderful. And don't forget, folks, to subscribe or smash that like button. Let me know if you cook it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. And do tell your friends about Archie Pie, the food revolution. As you know very well by now, I'm going to get stuck in.